Okay. So here. So here in this third one, when we said Aksharam Brahma Paramam, that Aksharam is the absolute Brahman. Okay. Now today we are going into we finished up to chapter shloka number 8, Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena. And then if you remember, there were 7 questions posed by Arjuna in the beginning of this chapter. So today's session will be the answer to the 7th question, which Arjuna asked, Prayana Kalecha Niyatatma Bihi Katam Nyeyaha Asi. Meaning to say, Prayana Kale. Prayana Kale means on the time to begin the journey. Like, when you go check in when your airport and everything, that's a Prayana Kala. But what journey is this? The journey, the biggest journey, the one final journey that we all take at the end of this Janma. That means Marana Kale. So here Prayana Kale means Marana Kale or Anta Kale. So that time in the last departure that we have to do, in that Samayam, Niyatatma Bihi. Niyatatma Bihi means once the people, the yogis who have followed the principles and practices as laid in the Shastras, as laid in Gita. By those people, Katam Yeyaha Asi. How do they get to know that Brahman? Because Gita, that's very, very important. That last minute, the exit strategy, as we all call in so many things these days, right? You invest in share, then they say you must have an exit strategy. You start anything, they say have an exit strategy. So, that exit strategy is very important. Even say we go to a new country, we say, hey, make sure that you have an exit strategy. Meaning, say there's a return ticket, you know where to board. So everywhere we make a journey, there is an exit strategy. So this exit strategy, Nyeyaha, Katam Nyeyaha, meaning to say to know that, is what? Knowing that in that particular journey, sorry, I'll just make this one. Yeah. So in that, how does he know that Brahman? Because Krishna keeps on saying that, yam yam va apismaran bhavam tyajat yante kalevaram. He said, if you can remember my name, if you can remember everything at the antakale, that itself will give you that particular knowledge, or you will come and reach me. And even for example, when you say Kashi, they say the persons who leave their prana in the Kashi, Shiva comes to their ears and then say Rama, Rama, Rama. With that, they are supposed to attain mukti. So this has been spoken in our scriptures all along. So here, according to Gita, this particular Prayana Kale Niyatatma Bihi Katam, that answer, what we are going to see today, is also known by a typical terminology called Krama Mukti. Krama means there is a process-oriented liberation. So the typical English explanation for Krama Mukti is a process-oriented liberation or Mukti Moksha. So how does, that's why Bhagavan is saying about the Prayana College. So Bhagavan is giving the answer. So I will keep chanting it and then give you the meaning. Because it's in 2 shlokas together, it's important that we know that together. So, second, yeah, that's fine. So that we know exactly how it goes. Kavim Purana Manushasitaram Anoraniyam Samanusmaredyaha. In the one that I've got, you just put another one, what do you call, make it dirgam. There's one more thing missing in the printing mistake. So please make it as Anoraniyam. It says yam. So please add that one more one, just a printing mistake, that's all. Kavim Purana Manusasitaram Anoraniyam Samanusmaredyaha Sarvasya Dhataram Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasaf Parastat Prayana Kale Manasa Chalena Bhaktya Yukto Yoga Balena Chaiva Bruvor madhye pranamaveshya samyak satam param purushamupaiti divyam. So this 9 and 10 shloka together is the whole answer. So there are lot of padam, that is words that we have to do the anvayam and join them together to get the complete meaning. So let's go together this journey of first understanding what Bhagavan is saying this together. So there is a link between these two by which the meaning has to be well understood. So Bhagavan says, Achalena manasa. First, Achalena. Chalam means what? Always in motion, like a fluid in motion. So means negates that. So achalena, meaning to say there is no motion. It's absolutely steady. Of what? Manasa. Achalena, Tritiya Bhakti, Manasa, Tritiya Bhakti. That means by that mind which is not disturbed by any thoughts, other thoughts. But there will one thought come here. You have to hold that one thought. So it is not like a thoughtless state. We should not take it like a thoughtless state. But Bhagavan is slowly coming to the focus of where the thought should be pointed to. But Achalena Manasa, the mind is now one pointed focused onto something that we will see now. It is not disturbed by anything outside because it's a last journey, the last pranan, the moment, Antakala. So Achalena Manasa. Achalena Manasa. Then number 3, Bhaktya. Bhakti. Here Bhakti is complete devotion to the Bhagavan, Ishvara Rupam. The Lord, whatever it is, could be Mahavishnu, Paramashiva, Muruga or Ganesha, whatever that particular Rupam that you have been initiated with or you can hold with. So first is the mind. When we put Bhakti, the Bhakti comes from heart, emotions, feelings. So the feelings also, oh, you cannot see the shloka on the screen? Can you see?
No, Babuji.
Yeah, I was also trying to raise that point, Babuji.
Oh, one second.
Cannot see any shloka.
Let me share it again. One second.
Yeah, because I was trying to search in WhatsApp, but it's not there also.
One second, Ji.
Right.
Where is the share button? I thought I was sharing. One second. Share screen.
I was reading it from the book.
Okay, now can you see?
It's,
now you should
Yes,
see.
Babu. Yes.
Very important because this is a very
Ji.
long shloka. So it's good that you brought it, Devina ji. Thank you. That is the concentration
I was searching the hand symbol, how to raise my hand.
Thank you.
I couldn't find that also.
Yeah. So you see the Achalena number 1 here. That's okay. We will go slowly. Achalena Manasa. So first is the mind. The mind is now very steady. It's not wavered with any other thoughts except the one that we are trying to focus. And where is the focus then done? In bhakti. The focus is now also because its mind is one part, heart, as we keep on saying, that's the emotions. There is some subdued emotion. That emotion also, bhaktya, but that bhakti is now again is complete devotion to that Krishna, to that Ishvara that you are trying to. So all the feelings also is devoted to that. But all our feeling at the end journey, emotions are to our kith and kin. Oh, मैं तुमको छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ, because everybody may be crying. मत जाओ, पकड़ के रखो, प्राण तोड़ो मत. But we are now, the feelings is everything, emotion is now focused on that one particular focus of Ishvara. So that bhakti, because that is why the bhakti is important here. So first is the mind control, then that second is the heart control or the complete emotional control, and then the fourth one, yoga balena. Every word here is very important. So yoga balena. What is that yoga balam? Balam means, strength. Some strong strength that we have to gather all the strength, all that we have done, that strength. What is that strength? Yoga balam. What is that yogam? That Shankara says, Samadhija Samadhija, meaning to say for long term that you have practiced this meditation. Samadhija means that which has spring forth. So that means in that he is able to bring that samadhi. Samadhija samskara prachaya. That with that samskaram that you have, because you have practiced it for days and months and years with that one, that with that now you are able to do that, attain that samadhi. With that samadhi, whatever you have attained before, from that samskara prachaya janita, that which have drawn out of that, that is already in you. You don't create it at that moment. It is already there in you. The minute you think of it, that everything can come into that prana, for that samadhija. Prachaya, janita, chitta, all the chittam, your memory, everything, chitta, sthairya lakshanam yoga balam. I will send you tomorrow by the Sanskritam. This is Shankara says, samadhija, samskara, prachaya, janita, chitta, sthairya lakshanam yoga balam. So that firmness of chittam resulting from long practice of samadhi, the chittam is also in that. So with the yoga balena, cha eva. With that yuktaha, completely subdued. With that yukta means that he is completely got everything in this focus of through the samadhi, that he has got that particular chittam into that one pointed focus into that only. That person, 4.5, where is the 5? Top somewhere. Yaha, here. Dyaha, Samanu smare dyaha. That is 5. No. Yuktaha. Yeah, correct. Chayeva yuktaha is 5. 6 is here. That is why I put it as a highlighted, because yaha is kind of hidden here in the last one. Yaha. Yaha means what? Whomsoever this ultimate yogi, the Kramamukti yogi. Yaha. Whomsoever is that yogi, Prayana kale. At the time of this departure of his body from this earth, the determined time and everything he knows. That means he knows. I mean, imagine if somebody wants to know that, yes, I'm going to force everything into my balam and I'm going to now die. You cannot. Nobody can determine that this death. You might imagine in Mahabharatam that, that Bhishma Pitamaha knew he had the Icha Mrityu. He could do that. But has there been people now? Yes, there have been people. I will give you an example of that slowly now. So Prayana Kale, all the Siddha Purushas, they know at that time has come, they have to, and they exercise this. So Prayana Kale, and that one, and what do they do? Number 8, Pranam. Here, number 8, Pranam. Meaning to say here, Pranam means not single, Pancha Pranan. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Samana, Udana. All the Pancha Pranan. Pranam, what do they do? Bruvor madhye, samyak avesha. You say Pranam, Bruvo means eyebrows. Bror, madhye, here in this particular one, samyak avesha. So that means they have completely withdrawn everything, and the prana shakti, our shakti comes from only pranan. So the prana shakti is completely drawn into the center of his forehead between the eyebrows. Now, this is only possible, and Shankara again goes in this one, lifting this vital force is only possible through the Sushumna Nadi. Like people who have been used to the chakras who have heard before. I think many of you might have heard, right? So these chakras from the Mooladhara. So that is why the pranam, everything that for this to happen, the passage through which happens is through the Sushumna Nadi. You have the two nadis, Ida and Pingala, which is on both sides. Now, when they become totally quiet, Then the Sushumna Nadi from the Mooladhara Chakra, they take this particular pranan through that. Then Mooladharam, then Swadhishtanam. Swadhishtanam is just above the genital organ. And then Manipurakam, it is somewhere near the stomach. Then Anahata Chakram, which is near the heart. Then Vishuddhi near the throat. Then Ajna Chakram. And when this goes through every chakra, the pranan, there are some one, yes, the Sashibhaiya. Yes, you can go.
I just tried to test the hand raising match. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. So, I thought, okay, so that pranan into the Agya Chakra, when they take that one, that is why Bruvor Madhye Samyak Avesha. So that's the explanation for Bruvor Madhye, that is Pranan, Sarva Pranam, okay, Sarva Pranan, Bruvor Madhye Samyak Avesha. There is nothing, all the Shakti is now here in this Agnya Chakra, ready to depart. Where does he take it afterwards? Into the Sahasrara Chakra, the last one there. Before coming to that, Krishna says from Samyak Aveshya, number 12, number 13. Kavim. Kavim means, yes, here is Kranta Darshinam. That means now it is that focused object. Why Kavim is coming here? Because he has got that focused thought, everything here. But where is he focusing on? Focusing on that Kavi. Kavi means here not the poet. The Kranta Darshinam, that Ishvara. Because Ishvara only knows here, Kavi means Kranti Darshana means what has happened in the past, what has happened in the future, what will happen in the future, what is happening now. That is a Sarvajnaha. Sarvajnaha Bhagavan Eva. That Bhagavan is what Kavim here. Because the Dvitiya Bhakti. So that means he is now, the thought is focused on that Kavim, which is Bhagavan, the Ishvara, Rupam, whatever he is doing that. Kavim. Puranam, the ancient, eternal, Sanatanam. That Mahavishnu, Kavim, Puranam, and Anushasitaram. He is the executor, Anushasitaram. He is the one who is executing. He is a chief executive officer who is the executor of everything in this world. He did the creation, he will do the destruction, and he is sustaining. That Bhagavan, the creator, sustainer, and the destruction, all of them, Trimurti, Anushasitaram. And if do we think he is outside in this world? No, he is what? Anoraniyam. Anoho aniyam. Anoho means that atom, like when we say, right? That is a minute one. Anoho aniyam, meaning to say he is smaller than the smallest. And where is he? He is actually in your heart, within you. He is not anywhere. That is why he is coming. Anoraniyam. In fact, you might have heard one particular in Mahanam, Anoraniyan Mahator Mahiyan Atma Guhayam Nihitosya Janto. Anoraniyam Mahator Mahiyan. He is also the bigger than the biggest. Atma, who is he? Atma. Nihita, he is the one who is embedding. Guhayam Jantoho, in every being, he is the one who is inside. Pratyagatma. Pratyagatma is inside all of us. So that Anoraniyam, that Pratyagatma, and he is what? He is a Sarvasya Dataram. Sarvasya Dataram. Here Sarvasya means he is the one who is giving the Karma Phala Jatasya Vidataram. He is the one who is giving the fruits for everything in this world. He is the effectual. He is the one who is giving the effect for everything that is caused in this world. He is the effective bestower of everything in this world. Karmasya Sarvasya Dataram. But then Achintya Rupam. So really, but we are supposed to think of him. But then why does Krishna says Achintya Rupam? I thought he is some Rupam that I am going to Chintanam. The reason for Bhagavan giving this is, though it is inconceivable from a non-objectified, because it's a Parabrahman, he is but taking him through the Rupam of the Chittam, but end of the day, he is beyond all of that. That is why it is given as Achintya Rupam, because that Rupam, when he does that, he is now going to sublime into that one focused Ishvara. But then that is why he says Aditya Varnam. Yes, Achintya Rupam, because when he has brought that focus of everything into the Bhagavan Ishvara, say Lord Sri Krishna, with his flute and everything, he is such a refulgent one. At that time, he is Achintya Rupam. Even the thoughts vanishes. The thoughts, yado vacho pravartante, like that, they have gone and then they have just sublimed. Everything is sublimed. They have gone. There is no more thoughts that is there, because that is like a Aditya Varnam. Meaning to say, it is the effulgent sun-like thing, because imagine that one is so resplendent for him that all that he sees is that one, even that that Jyoti, whatever he sees, that is the one that gives the brightness to the sun. So that means he is like a Sahasra Koti Suryaha. That Aditya Varnam. Because knowledge at that time. Jnana Deepena Bhasvata. Krishna will say later. So Aditya Varnam, and then more qualities. Tamasaha means what? This Panchami Bhakti. That is means for the darkness, Purastad. This tamasaf parastad, parastad, this is fine. Parastad, paraha. Cool. So he is beyond any darkness. Here parasa, here tamasaha means the darkness, avidya. So he is beyond the darkness means what? He is the absolute knowledge. That is why Bhagavan said, Nyeyaha. That Nyeyaha means that who is known. How does he know now? Aditya Tamasaf Parastad. He is the ultimate knowledge that he is now knowing. Tamasaf Parastad. And who is that? Tamasaf Parastad, 24th. Here. Purusham. You see this one? Purusham. 24. Sahasrasirusha Purushaha. That Purusham, when we say Sahasrasirusha Purushaha, he is the absolute Bhagavan. He is beyond name and form. Purusham. Purusham, what does he do? Anusmaret. Here. This one here. Anusmaret. Anusmaret means what? He is remembering him in his thoughts. Like, they say normally at that samadhi stage, it is like a small, the honey or the water, which drops like a, what can you say? Like a rod, kambi mari abde varunchulvaliya. Adamari the knee, when the ghee or the one, when it drops through like a rod, which is steadily coming, that kind of a process. Anusmaret. It's a constant meditation absorption that everything is naturally flowing. Because that now is going to go from the Ajna Chakra to the Sahasrara Chakra. Anusparet, this number 25 and 26. Saha. This yogi, this Kramamukti yogi, Saha Divyam. Divyam again here is a resplendent knowledge by which he doesn't have to know anything else, the absolute knowledge, the knowledge that he has to do, that realization. That Divyam, Divyam tam param upaiti. Upaiti means normally reach, but it is only a upachara vartha, meaning to say just to indicate that there is some journey where he is reaching, he says is upaiti. But actually, there is the original source from where he has gone. That was his source. But we thought that this is some destination. But what has happened is into the same source, Pratyagatma, that he has taken so many births. In this end of the journey, he is again submerged into the same Atman. And that he has quenched everything else in this world through this Antakala Prayana. Now, this is, has anybody, we have so many people who have even attained this Krama Mukti. All our Acharya, Singeri Acharya, they have this. One of the main thing is I could tell about Chandrasekhara Bharati's Mahaswami. It is there in a lot of books as well. So when he was attaining the Jala Samadhi, that day morning he had to, he was getting up early morning, and the attendant, and he was coughing the whole night. And he got pretty early morning. And then they have the attendant, who was always there. And he also said, and he told him, come on, get up. Today, don't you know, there's an important day. Get all my clothes. We have to go to Tunga for Snanam. And he said, and he first asked him, Appa means, hey, my dear, have I been coughing a lot in this night? Have I disturbed your sleep? Imagine that last minute, that last day, he's still concerned about his attendant, that he had been coughing, with that cough disturbed his sleep. He's asking, अरे भैया मैं तुम्हारा नींद थोड़ी खराब कर दिया, रात पूरा मैं ऐसा कॉफ करते रहा करके. He's saying, oh Swami ji, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. He's concerned about his attendant, that he had been coughing the previous night. Then he said, let's go to the river. He says, why, today is also a little bit raining outside. I'll put the hot water. Why don't you have bath here? He says, no, don't you realize today is a very important day. I have to go to the river to have a snan. Bolke, he's already rushed. And he said, bring all my clothes to the river, I'm going. So the attendant is wrapping his the change of clothes, everything, whatever he has to do, and he's running behind him. And he goes quickly to his guru's adhishtanam. He has done a pradakshanam, and he's rushing to the Tunga Nadi. And by the time he's already gone into the Nadi, and the attendant is coming, and he's also washing his other clothes there in the footsteps, and he's having his bath. And after his bath, he comes out. And he knows that, okay, Swamiji is now doing his anushtanam after the bath. So, he's around this side, he's washing still. But suddenly he hears a sound, doop, on the water. And all he could hear was only one swam, Om. And he sees the Swamiji in the Padmasana on the water, floating and going. In that split second, before even the attendant could see, he has done all these things what we saw in this particular shloka. And so he was able to elevate his whole body with the Padmasana and jumps into the water, and he's just floating in the water with the Padmasana. Then they called other people, and when they brought him back to the shore, he is already I hear some noise from somewhere. Somewhere I'm hearing some noise. Somebody needs to mute. Okay.
It is Ganpat Hiram.
Okay. So he attained Mukti, Jivan Mukta. He's a Jivan Mukta. So this is also applicable for Jivan Muktas. Why? I am myself, I know my great-grandfather, my mother has said, one day he told, I believe, today is my last day, and he sent all the children upstairs because he did not want anyone to be there. And my mother has told me herself, she was there, like, those days, this small, like, what do you call that? Yeah. Attic, like only it's like an attic. It's not like a double floor. So they all put him to that attic and remained there, all the children. And they could feel when he was chanting Om, the whole house was vibrating. And he had, this is called Kapala Moksham as well. And he has seen his head just split into two and they go. So this is one bit of a thing what Krishna says here, this Krama Mukti. Okay. And very many yogins even today do this one. But the thing is, this is done after long times of that he has got this samadhi practice through the yoga anushtana, because yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dhyana, samadhi. That one who has regularly done this practice through savikalpa samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi, that person does with all this initiation properly done, that person attains this. So Krishna gives this as, so the beautiful thing in Gita is different marga, different means, everything is encapsulated. And there is also Taittiriya Upanishad which talks very clearly about this, which I did in the last batch, but that's okay. We will go further. And further, Krishna says about this Aksharam. So is there any doubt in this shloka that 9 and 10, any of you? This is called Krama Mukti, which is properly done by a yogin. After Krama Mukti, they say sometimes they go and stay with Chaturmukha Brahma. And then when the Chaturmukha Brahma finishes his kalpa, he teaches and then he takes them to the Mukti. But Jivan Muktas also can attain this one and they straight away attain Mukti. So this Kapala Moksham, the Krama Mukti, is also applicable for normal people. And then they remain in the. So the Krama Mukti also has a margam which Chandogya Upanishad and other Upanishad says that they go and stay to the Brahma Lokam. Okay, so that just I wanted to give you as a reference, though it's not here. Then the next sloka. Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti Vishanti Yatayo Vitaraga Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti Tatte Padam Sangrahena Pravakshe. Also, one more example. I have seen it in my own life. I was very fortunate. I shouldn't say, I don't know whether it's fortunate or what. On the day I went to Sringeri in, I think it was September 17th or 19th in 1989. I reached Sringeri, that is the time when I got married. And then my parents, as we said, we went to Sringeri. So when I reached Sringeri at about 3:30 p.m., my father normally went to see for the room, but he came back crying. And I said, what happened? He said, oh, Mahasannidhanam just attained Samadhi at 11:30 morning. I was there at 3 o'clock. We reached Sringeri at 3 o'clock, just 4 hours after he attained Samadhi. And that day evening, 5:36.
September 21st.
Huh?
September 21st.
September 21st. Thank you for correction. Thank you. September 21st.
Okay.
And then 6 o'clock, Swamiji is sitting for darshan in Padmasana. See, that is the one these Mahans are. 11:30 he's sitting in the evening. You will not see whether his prana are there. He's just resplendent Jyoti. Everybody could go and see him darshan. By evening 5-6 o'clock, he's in the Sachidananda Vilas. He's sitting there for darshan. So the great Mahans like them, their Jagat Gurus are all living example even today. Okay. Yadaksharam. So this Haji?
Damodaranandaji from Ramakrishna Mission. He also had Jala Samadhi.
Okay. Thank you.
Ganga in Ganga.
Okay. Thank you. That's what there are very many people even today they attain this. So that is why these are all Gita Pramanam is there. But then there this Bahukala Nairantarya Brahmacharya Yoga Balena Eva Shakya. Sorry, I didn't say that is it's a long sentence. But Krishna's kindness in this one, afterwards he will come. He will say, Arjuna, don't worry, I have also given you a simple marga. He will come in this one. I don't know whether we can cover today on that, but we'll go through shloka by shloka, because Krishna will say again, will give the upayam, and then he will say, Ananya Cheta Satatam Yomam Smarati Nityashaha Tasyaham Sulabaha Partha. Because one will feel, oh God, I don't even know whether I have done all these Samadhi Yogam, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, after how many Janma I will do it. Krishna says, don't worry Arjuna, Sulabaha Nitya Mukta Yoginaha. I will give you one very easy marga. Who else than Krishna can give you this? He will give you the absolute prescription and also give you a small pill to say, look, I'm also giving a easy upaya. We'll come to that later. I don't think so we come to that today. But I'm just telling you how Krishna's teachings goes. Though that is why Bhagavad Gita encompasses from any end of the upayam, upasana to the simplest of upasana. And everything comes with pramanam. That, Sarva Vedanta Saram, that is why Gita has to be, what can I say, just not chanted and the literal meaning, has to be understood and appreciated every shloka, how Krishna is viewing and teaching us this. So Krishna furthermore says, Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti Vishanti Yatayo Vitaragaha Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti Tatte Padam Sangrahena Pravakshe. So one more prashamsa of this particular one. Explain the goal as by how the Vedas and Shastras gives this particular practice. So Krishna says, Veda Vidaha. The Veda Vidaha means knowers of Vedas. But here, Veda Vidaha means the knowers of Vedas in its Upanishads and the essence and everything, Karma Kanda, the Upasana Kanda, and the Jnana Kanda. Everything, all that we have known this Veda, Veda Vidaha, Yat Aksharam Vadanti. Here, Aksharam means Aksharam Brahman, absolute Brahman. That Aksharam, that immutable, indestructible, abstract, omniscient, that one, non-gross, that Aksharam, Vadanti, that they speak of, Vadanti, that which they speak of, Vitaragaha, 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 plural is Vitaragaha. Raga means that was God says Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Vita means who are devoid of that. The people who are devoid of that any attachment to desire and kopa, Kama, Krodha, Lopa, one who are devoid of all of them, those yogi Vita Ragaha, and then Yatayaha, Yatis. In our Yati in the class. So Yati means here who have done this yoga prayatnam, who have attained that one through in the life with a lot of practice. Abhyasa yoga yukte, vaibhyasena kaunteya vairagyena. Both with that, who have gone this yatayaha, in this particular life, who have done this sannyasinaha. Here yatayaha means. Yatayaha, yat vishanti. Yatayaha, here yatayaha, yat vishanti. Meaning to say, into that Brahman, Vishanti means enter, but you should not take it as enter. But that they attain to, or that one into which they realize into that same Atman of the what they are. Yatu Vishanti. Yatu Ichantaha. Vishanti. Yadinchantaha means Yatu Ichantaha. Meaning to say, their ultimate mumukshu. Ichantaha means we should not say, oh, Vita Raga, there is no Icha, then where is the Icha comes? They are mumukshus. That means their Icha means their goal here. The goal is only to know the Brahman. Yat Ichantaha. Those who have got these mumukshus, for only the ultimate moksham is their one. Yat Ichantaha. For that, what do? Brahmacharyam charanti. They practice the long life of celibacy. All those things are only possible with, even Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says 12 years a brahmachari attains a celibacy for anybody, for every human being. They attain another siddhi. But these are people who have come with a Naishkarya Brahmacharyam in the spiritual path. Brahmacharyam charanti, in that complete celibacy path that they have been going to. Charanti. Tat, here, sorry, I'll make it a bit bigger. Charanti. Tat padam. Sankara. Tat padam. Tat padam. Sankrahena te pravakshe. Tat padam. That padam. That means to say that gati. That ultimate padam. Meaning to say that ultimate gati, that ultimate moksham here, padam. Sangrahena, Sangrahena means samkshepena. That means in a small essence, to you, Arjuna, pravakshe, I will reveal you now. So Krishna says, yes, because now he wants to have the lakshyam. Because Bhagavan said all of them in the previous. So now he is giving more. First, fix your goal now. And that goal, I will give you in a small essence, Arjuna, how that it is being obtained by these Krama Mukti yogis. That what is our Krishna saying that. That is why you need a guru who can say that. That is why he says, Tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. Tatpadam darshitam yena. So guru is the one who can give you this particular padam in a darshitaha. He will show you like a projected movie. And he is the, so even in this Krama Mukti, everything what is important, what Krishna says is, you need a guru. A guru who can give you this, only then you can do. So first upayam for this Krama Mukti is, you need a guru who can teach you right from the start. And Krishna being the ultimate Jagat Guru, teaching Arjuna also, I will teach you Arjuna the upayam as well in the subsequent slokas. That's what Krishna is coming to say here, and which we will see in the next few classes. Sorry, I had to elaborate a little bit more because these are verses which are very dear to me. I can even go on the Taittiriya Upanishad to give you more, but at least if you get the essence of the Krama Mukti, what Krishna is trying to teach, and then again the same thing he will say in a more detailed way in the subsequent slokas, which we'll cover in the next class. Any doubt for any of them in this one so far we seen today?
No, Mama, very well explained. I do not know how to thank you.
Okay.
It still lingers in our mind.
Okay.
Very nice. Well, thanks.
Thank
Mama,
you.
can you do us a favor, Mama?
Ah.
Actually, I joined late. Can you send the number, chapter 8 numbered, the previous chapters, can you please share with me so that I can mark
Yeah.
it?
Okay. You mean to say the YouTube
number.
clip or the
No, this PDF you have, no?
Oh, yeah. I'll
shared.
send. Oh, that's okay. That's no problem. I'll send all
Thank
the
you.
PDF. I'll send all
Thank
the
you.
PDF.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
because the next slokas, the same thing, but it'll be more about Sarvadvarana Samyamya. But everything in this, is easily, everything is upayam is possible. And only thing with the Guru's anugraham and with his teaching, these are all very upayam that Krishna teaches as a guru to all of us. So it is practicable even for us in this Kali Yuga, even at this time. With that, I will finish. Yes, Bhaiya, Sashi Bhaiya.
Yeah, Babu Bhaiya, today my internet was playing too much. And
Aji.
Hello.
Aji, I can hear you.
Today my internet was, I don't know, my Zoom or what, I was suspecting whether it is your